We just looked at the less powerful form of control, cross-facing. I say less powerful because we're working without a gi. If we had a gi on, it would actually be the most powerful. But because we're working without the gi, the preferred method is actually a reverse cross-face. And then he's elected to sit out. What he does, he takes his arm over to this position. Now, what's so special about this position? Placido can use the entire strength of his lat muscle to pull that elbow back, and look how it compresses my head and locks it in place. Then when he sits out, I'm stuck. I can't move my head backwards. My head's completely trapped. And then from here, it's an easy thing for Placido to work on my legs, and then he can pass in any direction he wants. The first method we're going to look at is my personal favorite. We're going to use a backhand frame to free our head. What I'm going to do in this situation is I'm going to take my free hand, and I'm going to put the back of the hand on Placido's chest, close to the armpit, so that you can see my fingers coming through that gap. Right about here, I should already be thinking, oh shit, reverse crossface. As soon as we see the sit out starting to happen, we bring everything over to the side and we put our knee right here in the pocket of his hip. Now I take this hand and I put that backhand frame in. So my elbow is high, my fingers are low. I take my hand and I go back of hand right there on his chest. My elbow stays high. So my fingers come through, but you can still, I'm sure from the camera's point of view, you can probably still see the top of my elbow. That's what you want. Okay? Now, as Placido holds on tight with that reverse crossface of his, I'm going to start a kipping action. So I take my knee, I put it in his hip, and I'm going to kip with both of my feet, and I'm going to bring my chin to my chest so that Placido has less purchase on the back of my head. As Placido holds on tight, I'm going to start that kipping action. And it slips off. Then I take this hand and I put it in front of his elbow. If Placido doesn't move, then I just push him away. But you know what Placido's going to do, he's going to come back up to his knees. But as soon as he comes up to his knees, I just put a foot on his hip. And now we're in position to put this guy back in guard. So this is a really practical and effective way of putting that guy back in guard when he's got one of the best guard passing positions in the sport.